Hello, hello. Welcome to Odds on Ligue. It's match day 27. Things at the top have not changed since the last time we've been here. PSG holds an 8-point lead over Olympique Marseille. Reims continue to write the story of the season. But to analyze and share the best tips, our French football expert, Alain Valnegri. Hello, Alain. How are you?
Hello. Yes, really well. Ready for the next journey of Ligue.
We are getting closer to the end of the season. Time is flying for sure, Alain. Before we get going with the show, with this match day 27, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. Now then, we are ready to go. So, Alain, to start on Friday night, we have a great aperitif for match day 27. Lille against Olympique de Lyon. In the Northern Derby, Lille had a much better second half against Lens. Not only they managed to equalize thanks to Jonathan David, but they forced Brice Bamba into few good saves. It was the goal number 50 for the Canadian striker, which makes him the highest goal scorer for Lille in the 21st century alongside someone called Eden Hazard. So cheers for that, Jonathan. The 1-1 in Lens left them still 6 points behind them in the race for European qualification. On the other hand, Lyon, Alain, couldn't get the 3 points. Let's draw against Lorient, but I believe they deserve much more. Manon saved everything that came his way. Ryan Cherki, again, superb. 19 years old, this player, which for sure is going to leave Lyon sooner than later. Alain, Lille is the favorite here for the bookies. A Lyon winning count with odds of 4.10. In a more conservative look, double chance here for Lyon has odds of 1.95. Will you go for any of these? What's your take?
Yeah, I don't see Lyon winning in Lille, but the draw is probably like every football match. Right now, I think Lille have a lot of things better about Lyon. In the stability is a team with a really doing a really good season because they've changed the model of play. They've changed a lot of players, but Fonseca are working really well in Lille, and Lille is competitive against every team this season, and this team is really important, especially for Lille, because Lille are fighting for the European spots. And Lyon, in my opinion, Lyon, in the brain of the player, they have the focus about the semi-final of Coupe de France. We saw that against Lorient. It's true, Manone made some good save, but in the game, in the content, we don't see the best version about Lyon this season. And Lyon has a problem with the goal, because the team is really young and they miss a lot of occasion. And that one, I think Lille have something more with, especially with Jonathan David. I see Lille winning for this game. Odds Sign 1, odds 1.97.
So good odds then for a Lille win against Lyon. Our second stop then, Alain, is in Auxerre. Auxerre against Reims. For the visitor, few bad news last weekend. A defeat against Marseille at home, and they also lost Jeremy Doku to injury before the half an hour mark. It's true that last time they played away, they won against Nantes, but that one was their only win away from home in the last 5 league matches. This said, they are clear favorites to get the 3 points and keep pushing for European places against an Auxerre team who is in the relegation battle, Alain. However, against Nice at home, the preview was similar to this one, because Auxerre were 20 points and 9 places worse off than Nice at the kickoff, but they still managed to get a point. Do you think they can do the same against Rennes here?
Yes, Pellissier is a manager who knows how save the team with low budget and squad really short. And I think in the last 3 games, we finally start to see a team of Pellissier. the results are really good because the schedule was difficult because they're won against Lyon and their draw against Nice. And that one for the team is really good because the team start to have a shape of play who want Montpellier, and that's what it means. Auxerre is really uncomfortable team to play against, especially after the first game in the season. Auxerre was really bad. They lose 5-0 against Rennes at home, and there will be take a revenge in this game. Rennes is difficult to understand the trend about Rennes because they'll be able to win Nantes in a really hot derby, but against Marseille we saw some limits about Rennes, especially since Terrier is injured. With the goal, they don't have the best relationship now, but I think both teams will be scored. This game also interesting, 1.91.
And building on what you say about Auxerre and how they're like performing much better now, a double chance for them is on average on 1.90. From there, we can now move on to Brest against PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. Of course, what will happen in the Allianz Arena would have an impact on the Brest game for the Parisians. Maybe not necessarily on the result. Still, Brest is sitting only 2 points above the red zone, Alain, although they got a massive win on Matchday 26 away in Strasbourg. Brest, one of the teams with the worst performance at home, just 2 wins in Ligue 1. There is not much value on a PSG win, 1.44, although PSG to score in both halves shows high odds of 2.1. What are you going to look at this one, Alain? What's your take in Brest, Paris Saint-Germain?
But Brest, I see Brest in a very good moment because in Lille they lose a game without a lot of key players, and they lose undeserved because they scored first and they received 2 goals in corner, and is not especially for a team really defensive like Brest is not the best thing. But in the content, the team are competitive. We saw that in Strasbourg. They won a game really important Sunday. Now Paris Saint-Germain play against Bayern Munich in Champions. Paris Saint-Germain suffered this type of team, really aggressive, really short with the block at 35 meters. Paris Saint-Germain doesn't have a solution, and they suffer transition team. And Brest, especially with Franco Nora, as a really good player to play that type of phase of the game. Now, I choose a surprise. I think it's a value bet. The double chance for Brest is not lose against Paris Saint-Germain. Odds are really high, but it's the crazy tips about the week. Every week I choose a crazy tips. Odds 3.05 for Brest doesn't lose against Paris Saint-Germain.
That's a good odds, a good value on that double chance for Brest against Paris Saint-Germain. We learned that Neymar won't return this season already for Paris Saint-Germain, although we have seen in the pitch that actually it's been better for PSG without Ney. Now from Brest, we go to Clermont. For Clermont at home against Lens. We mentioned already that Lille-Lens last weekend finished in a 1-1 draw. That was the first match Lens drew at home this season, but a second consecutive draw after the one in Montpellier. Against Lille, they were again in the lead before the opposition equalized. Basically, the 4 points gap that Marseille opened between second and third are based on the 4 points drop by Lens on the last 2 fixtures. How different will be the Lens story, Alain, if they would have managed to transform few away draws in wins? They drew 8 on the road. Only Reims with 9 drew more than Lens this season. Now on Matchday 27, a draw in Clermont won't be seen and something very positive for them, not at all. Lens to win is 1.93. I believe is provided this record of drawing too many games away, because it's quite high, 1.93 for Lens here.
Yes, but we must to consider the average of point at home about Clermont. Clermont suffered at home from the beginning, but in the last games we saw again the best version about the team. So that in Toulouse, where not a lot of team won this season except Paris Saint-Germain and Marseille, and now Lens, I miss something about the continuity in the game, because their behavior against Lille, they made a first half brilliant, but in the second half the team lose that condition need to be productive, because Lens is really physical team. Is a box-to-box team.
Yeah.
Maybe the more box-to-box in France. But when they lose something with the running, in the individual fight, the team lose a lot. And we saw that one after the winning against Paris Saint-Germain. After this game, Lens lose a lot of points because they don't finish well the game. I choose the double opportunities. I think Clermont doesn't lose in this game. Odds 1.95.
That's good value then as well on the double chance for Clermont at home against Lens. Now is the turn of Ajaccio Montpellier. The visitors, Alain, are enjoying a good form. A demolition of Angers last weekend 5-0. 3 wins in the last 5 league games to be in a comfortable position at the moment. They are 13 in the table with 30 points. For Ajaccio, the urgency, of course, is different. They are in relegation places, although they played a good game against Reims despite losing. They had chances to equalize, but could not take any of them. Alain, there are good odds on both sides to win here. 3 for Ajaccio so far until the last time I checked, and 2.65 for Montpellier. Having watched Ajaccio in Reims, will you give the opportunity of give them at least the benefit of a double chance, or is everything for Montpellier to take here?
We have 2 versions about Ajaccio this season, at home and away. And away, the team maybe is so shy, because at home we saw Ajaccio competitive against every team. And Montpellier, I think the new manager changed the things, improve the average of points, improve the phase without the ball. The team in defense is strong right now. Choosing one of the team is so difficult, but I found a value bet, and is the over 1.75 goals. The odds are really, really high, 1.52 for 2 goals minimal in the game.
Perfect. So that is Ajaccio against Montpellier. Next in line is between 2 teams that lost on Matchday 26, although they live different realities. The next one to analyze is Angers-Toulouse. We mentioned Angers defeat 5-0 with Montpellier, and Toulouse losing at home with Clermont. The visitors are still part of the middle class of the Ligue this season, 32 points, and Angers is packing the last items before they move to second division. Angers, 1 win at home, but Toulouse, Alain, is 17 in the away table with only 3 wins. Despite being Angers the rival, Toulouse away form does give me any assurances of a goal fest. Goals under 2.5 market, odds of 2.6 16. What's your take?
It's interesting. It's interesting, but we have an information really important about the word of Angers. Is the manager said is finished. Is finished, and we will be a team of Ligue 2. It's really strange to say that in a press conference. We can say that you can sing that, you can say that to the vestry, but not with the media, because we have a lot of journey, and Ligue 1 is not finished, and there will be mid team who fighting against title, against champions, against Europa League, or against Ligue 2. And I'm really surprised. I think in the vestry, the team are depressed, and normally Toulouse, from the beginning of the season, is rarely to see Toulouse miss three games consecutive. And I think there will be heavy reaction in Angers. The odds for Toulouse winning is really good. Playing in Angers is always a good memory for Toulouse fans. 6 years ago, they saved the category after a really brilliant final rush, and they saved the category in Angers. I choose Toulouse winning for this game. The odds are really interesting. 2.15 for Toulouse winning.
So the good memories may come back for Toulouse in Angers. We can now then move into Lorient against Troyes in their match with Lyon, and we mentioned Lorient had in their goalkeeper Vito Manone the man of the match, and the reason maybe behind the point they took home. For Lorient, the fight for European places still alive, only 6 points behind the line of Rennes. And Troyes Alain was the protagonist of one of the shocking results on Matchday 26, 2-2 against Monaco, the last equalizer on stoppage time to end the run of 5 straight defeats for them. Anyway, Troyes has taken just 2 points from the last 27 available and remain in the relegation zone. And if Troyes manages to score first, very likely that won't mean much anyway. They have dropped 21 points after scoring the first goal in Ligue 1 this season, more than any other team. You will still trust Troyes after what you have seen against Monaco? Shocking, at least for me, Alain. I don't know what's your view.
Yes, I think Troyes had a good reaction against Monaco. They catch the draw in the injury time, and that one means the team is on fire now. The team is true in the content. The team miss 30-40 minutes per game, and we saw that against Monaco when the team was not able to conserve the results. But Troyes is able to score against every team. Now Lorient have a problem with the goal right now, but there will be miss a really permissive defense, and that one bring me to choose the both team to score for that game, and the average about both team to score to Troyes, I think, is the highest in all the Ligue 1. Odds 1.82 for both team to score Sunday.
And also close to those odds, if anyone believing Troyes can do the magic they done in Monaco and at least get a point double chance for the away team, odds of 2.10 in Oddspedia, where you can always go check and see what's the best for you. Now we have Alain, Nantes against Nice. The last 4 away matches from Nice: 0-0 with the Reims, 1-0 win against Lens, 3-1 win against Olympique Marseille, 3-0 win against Monaco. With this away form, they shouldn't have too much trouble to overcome Nantes, who could not do much with PSG in Paris. Odds of 2.54 for this good form of Nice away from home looks attractive for me. What's your take, Alain?
It's a revenge about the French Final Cup about last season. Both teams with a similar model of play. I think Nantes in this moment that without the European competition is really better than his classification.
Yeah.
Nice suffer when they must elaborate, when they must to make a positional attack. Nice suffer. Nice is a team live about with the transition, and since Digard came to the bench. I think it's the best team with the point in the last 6 games in Ligue 1. But I think Nantes is the worst team that will be met in this moment for the model of play for the final last season. And Nantes at home normally is strong, and I think Nantes will be lose this game. And I choose 1x no bet odds 2.15.
So 1x no bet. That's the tip from Alain for this Nantes at home against Nice. The one before the last, Alain, is Monaco Reims. After winning 5 of their last 6, Monaco now have dropped 5 points between Matchday 25 and Matchday 26. Defeat with Nice and draw with Troyes. The only good news, even if it's not enough for Monaco to win the game, was once again Ben Yedder, who scored a brace. He now has 16 in Ligue 1 this season, 22 in all competitions. Individual markets show Ben Yedder to score anytime, odds of 2.37, not bad at all, provided his form. A difficult challenge or an interesting challenge for the Monaco striker, because Reims is not only looking to extend their unbeaten run to 19 games, Alain, but they have also kept 5 clean sheets in a row. Yevnan Diouf has saved 84% of the shot he has faced this season. That is absolutely impressive. Are you surprised to see odds of 4.50 for a win for the visitor, for Reims in here?
Yes and no. Yes, for
the okay.
break. Yes, for the team. The feeling we still are. In my opinion, the best news about the Ligue 1, the biggest surprise about the Ligue 1 is Stade de Reims, because their start really bad the season. Not in the content, but with the point. Now, Monaco is really difficult to predict the game of Monaco, because they don't have stability. Because for the potential, Monaco is a squad can fight with Paris Saint-Germain, because they have a lot of talent. Maybe is so young, the squad. But in the content, Monaco can be compete against every team. Monaco now, the goal is back to the champions, and they can't lose more points. There doesn't have Coupe de France, there doesn't have European competition. They play 1 time per week. And they think that one, I think, is a good thing for Monaco. Only concentrate about the Ligue 1. Every positive streak at one hand. And I think the end of this positive streak about Stade de Reims will be Sunday, because I see Monaco winning. The odds are not so high. I think the difference between both teams are not reflect about the odds, but I see Monaco favorite and Monaco winning. Odds 1.82.
Yes, that's true. The difference in odds for a win either way, but Monaco still a healthy odds, as Alain said, 1.82 for the home team to end the Reims unbeaten run. The last match to analyze is Olympique Marseille in the Velodrome against Strasbourg. For Marseille, it was very important to leave quickly behind the defeat with PSG Alain against Rennes. They show intensity and football mostly in the second half, especially Kolasinac scoring the only goal of the match. A strange case, Olympique, they have the best away record of Ligue 1, collecting more points than PSG, but at home they lost as many games as Troyes, 4. This said, against Strasbourg, who won only twice on the road this season, they are clear favorites, 1.45 for a home win. I'm sorry, although a first half win for Marseille shows odds a little higher, closer to 2. Should I have problems, Marseille, here to keep chasing PSG, Alain?
I see explosive game, because Strasbourg, when they must to defend, that have a lot of problem, especially against the team with mobility in the third line, with the attacking midfielder that have a lot of problem. And after in transition is a team really strong, really fast with 𝐬𝐴, really strong with Diallo, and they feel comfortable when they must to play with this type of transition. I see goals for this game, because I think Marseille must to follow his road, because Marseille must to finish second, because in France the problem, when you finish third, you have the playoff champions. In the last season, there doesn't have good memory, because a lot of team doesn't qualify for the group phase. Now Strasbourg, I think, is a very good difficult season, because it's difficult to have an image clear, because normally Strasbourg is really strong at home, but this season the record is really poor. And if Strasbourg go to Ligue 2, one of the first reason is the poor average at home, but away is not so brilliant too this season. I think Marseille will be win this game with goals, but I choose goals over 2.75, odds 1.87.
So, and it's true, and I was listening to what you said. Strasbourg could had Marseille on the counter, and we saw how much Olympique Marseille suffered in the counter with PSG. Of course, different quality players on the opposition on the night in the Velodrome. But building on what you say of goals over 2.75, both teams to score similar odds 1.90. So that's everything you need to know for this Liga Matchday 27. But before we drop the curtain of the show, is the time for the best bet and ACCA from Alain.
Okay, safe bet, Angers Toulouse over 1.5 goals, odds 1.25.
Perfect. And what's your ACCA, Alain?
Ajaccio Montpellier over 1.75 goals. Toulouse winning. Lorient 3 over 1.75 goals. And Marseille over 1.75 goals for a total 5.47.
Amazing. Finger crossed then for that ACCA, Alain. Many thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. Before heading to Oddspedia website to place your bets, as always, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. See you next time, Alain. Thank you as always.
Ciao, Leo.
Pleasure. Bye-bye.